Hi, Scorpio. It's your girl, Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023. You and Aries share Mars, so you will definitely be feeling the boost. But I do feel like there's something about getting like pushed out into the light. I do feel like your relationship to privacy is evolving or has been tampered with possibly. And there's some of you, like, there's something about like out of the light, out of the shadows. You may like not, or you may be feel like exposed in some sort of way, put in the spotlight, parts of yourself that you don't want seen in the spotlight. But go on ahead, I'm just putting you on game. The sun is exalted in Aries season, and so what's done in the dark comes to light. Keep it clean. People just may be seeing like they're like your slip is showing kind of energy. Like people are seeing things that you may not want them to see. Shadows are out to play. Light casts shadows. And so we're creating a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023. Happy New Year, bro. Welcome, to 2023 and happy spring equinox. I just feel like it's, you're kind of like the creepy crawling coming back into the light. We are the weirdos, mister. And I just feel like you are being reinvigorated in some sort of way. You're going to have to get comfortable being exposed. I haven't asked for cards yet, but the Four of Cups almost came out. So your old emotional foundation, your relationship to pride, your relationship to ego, what is making you feel weak? Who is making you feel weak? Your relationship to like your heart, vitality, strength, your physical body. I feel like there's a boost in physical energy that's coming in definitely. But let's see. Thank you, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023. I think for the divine disconnection between my personal life and this reading. And so, chill out with me. Take a breath. I was about to say take a vibe, but it almost came out take a bribe. Don't do any shady behavior. Make sure everything is legit. Empty your lungs. And take a deep breath through your nose. Hold it at the top for 3. And exhale out of your mouth whenever you are ready. 8 of Pentacles reversed and the 3 of Swords. So, yeah, I just feel like there's stuff coming to light. There's these clouds. Things have been cloudy. And look at this inescapable light. Can't run from it. It's beautiful, though. It's exposing beauty. It's exposing power. It's exposing pain. I feel like there's a lot of work to do. Some of you are healing your relationship to work, healing your relationship to like the cycles that you need to end. For some of you, like you may not like this job, or you may be thinking about leaving a job, or someone that you like at the job is leaving. I do feel like it's time to like focus on purging, time to focus on what needs to go, what is like, it's a deep cleanse, spring cleaning. Throw away what no longer is serving, what needs to be done. For some of you, I feel like there is this like leveling up anniversary graduation, and it's gonna like put some of you in the position to face your darkness, face your fears. People around you just tend to have to face their shadows. You're a walking lie detector test. You're like, you can see right through to the truth. And I feel like there are people who are stepping up in like the boyfriend, husband capacity, and you can see their darkness too. And you need to make sure that you're not running from anything or hiding, or evading or sweeping anything under the rug. That's what we're not doing. If there's any pain that's present, it's time to be, I just saw 5:55 on the clock. If conflict is present, what are we going to do, Scorpio? We're going to use our words. We're going to effectively communicate. That may mean taking some time, not instantly responding, not instantly reacting. If something hurts, if something stings, if something is unclear, take some time to process how to extract the swords out of your heart before you make a decision. All right, Scorpio. But I do feel like some of you are like ending painful cycles. Loops, especially when it comes to work. Some of you have had like an unhealthy relationship to money, or a toxic relationship to money. Or maybe there was someone who just works so damn much, and like you felt like people chose work over you. People chose other people over you in some sort of way. There may be some painful ending, or ending of a cycle, or breaking of a cycle with someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. I feel like what you have normally been focused on is not your focus anymore. You have new priorities, and new responsibilities that are coming in, and like you may be wanting to ignore them because your psyche, your mind, like this stuff may be creeping up from like the emotional basement. There is no running from our pain ever, 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 ever. There's just delaying the healing of it. And repressed emotions are how physical ailments manifest in the body. So you've got to acknowledge this so you can get, wow. And so the divine and Aries season, you're going to be getting a fire lit up under your ass to turn this, to acknowledge this pain, to acknowledge the outdated attitudes, mindsets, programming, the outdated ways of thinking, the outdated ways of speaking. Some of you have really toxic negative thoughts about yourself. Some of you have really toxic self-talk. And it's time for you to understand that spoken word, this has been coming up so much, spoken word supersedes negative thought. You've got to learn how to speak out the antithesis of whatever negative thing it is that you're saying out loud. I don't care how crazy you fucking look or feel like you don't know what you saying that, what it could, someone asking, hey, what made you say that? Hey, I was having a really negative thought and I need to speak something powerful about myself out loud. And look, now you sparked this really healthy conversation, connection with somebody else, or you deepen your connection with the people around you. Who can finally admit that they also have negative thoughts about themselves as well. And, oh, wow, does that work? And blah, blah, I don't know. I'm just trying it out. Let's try it out together. Let me know. You report back. Let's see. For fucking science. How does that work? Spoken word supersedes negative thought. And in Aries season, you are the sign of transformation. You are the sign of death. You are reacquainting yourself with healing, surrender, resurrection. I feel like you are finally like I don't know, coming into yourself in this way that's really beautiful. It's like transmuting pain into faith. I feel like you have the opportunity to trust your intuition in a different way, to learn your intuition a different way. Um, there is some sort of, let's get the final card, final message, please. Final card, final message for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023. I feel like some of you have been having like painful cycles with your physical body, maybe even like painful menstrual cycles or stuff going on with reproductive area stuff. And I feel like it's been tending to, or lending to, physical pain is lending to like mental anguish, mental stress. The psyche body connection is hella important. It's hella strong. So I do feel like it's important to understand that you're needing to work on your mental health just as much as you're needing to work on your physical health. I feel like though a cycle is breaking, especially once Mercury really settles into, once Pluto really settles into Aquarius. I feel like final card, final message is the Hierophant. Yeah, there is this, you're getting wiser. There is this like healing in your physical body. Your other ruling planet is going to Cancer. And I just feel like there is this this growing up, this moral authority. I feel like commitment, marriage, doing things the traditional way. The Lover's on the bottom of the deck. But strength came out with the Hierophant. And so some of you maybe are going back to school for something, study. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you're feeling weak because you want to be more masterful or in something, or you want to have a career, or you want to get to this higher level. Well, the keys have always been within you. The keys are behind pride or ego. Make sure you're not pursuing anything in life ever for anybody else but for yourself, and because you felt a divine connection or calling to do so. Final card underneath your pride, underneath, when you tap into your heart, you will tap into love, and you will make bigger, better decisions. We're not even going to go there. But I do feel like, okay, fuck. Only 13 minutes in? Is that real? Some of you, there are these like decisions to make in love. And this isn't for everybody, but some people are like, do you really want to marry this person, or do you really want to stay married? Do you really want to get divorced? Do you really want to break up? Can you really do this for the rest of your life? Like, there are just really powerful conversations that are needing to be had. And Justice Reverse is just what kind of like threw me off a little bit at the bottom of the deck here. And like, just make sure Scorpio can do that. Y'all like to keep up with the Joneses. Don't get it twisted. And so I just feel like make sure that you're not doing anything that's motivated out of what other people are going to think or say. If you do that now, if you build a life based on that, you are creating. You are a walking tower moment. You are building a house out of hay. It will surely burn down or blow over at the slightest inconvenience. So please start doing this thing where like you listen to your intuition, where you stop ignoring. For some of you, you're going to do it anyway. You're going to do what you want to do. That's all right. But I just feel like there are your response to pain, your response to disappointment has to change. You're just doing the same thing. I feel like some of you, there's disappointment or pain or fear around work, around your career. And I feel like you don't need to get scared. You don't need to get anxious. You don't need to freak out. You need to get busy tapping into when did I get to this point where I stopped believing in myself? When did I forget that I'm the fucking phoenix? That I am resurrection and regeneration embodied. No matter what comes my way, no matter what hurts, no matter what disappoints me, whatever doesn't, work out, I am literally built of experiences and have been surrounded spiritually by people who are going to rally for me and make sure that I resurrect properly and that I can move forward. So you will be like, I just feel like you're going to be able to make bold moves into evaluating what's keeping you stuck and start really, really studying and educating yourself, evaluating what's keeping you from the next level and not just knowing, but actually applying action and doing the damn thing. Things are shifting. It's like when you stop, I don't know, that's a big thing that's been coming out, like not being passive with the universe anymore, not being passive with the God of your understanding. If you want shit to move, you gotta move. When I move, you move. Oh, just like that. They tried to tell us. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's just like science. So you want moves and action from the divine. You got to get in an active state with life. So it will get in an active state versus a passive state with you. I love that the Hierophant is the last card. Because Scorpio, it's your shadow. It's your opposite energy. It's Taurus. I have. And I feel like you've got to start charging towards what all the things that it's like you're getting all the things that you didn't think that you could have. Look at what happens when you put some work in or start believing in yourself or stop being so damn negative possibly. There is this reevaluate or reacquaintance with faith. I just heard allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. It's like the divine, God wants to reintroduce themselves to you. You experiencing the divinity within. You putting yourself in a position where you can be brutally honest about what doesn't work, what hurts, and what you actually want, and then you get in action towards laying to rest that version of you that's tired, that's, anxious or depressed, because the anxiety is not an emotion. It is just a mask of some repressed emotions. There's shit, all kinds of smushed down up under anxiety. Anxiety is a symptom. It is like a physical experience. It is a symptom of repressed stuff. And so you're going to have to boldly charge towards getting to the root of that, which is in the realm of your mind. I'm trying to get all up in your mind. And make sure you're getting all up in your mind, not trying to understand why somebody did something or why they behaved that way. It's time to move towards acceptance. It's time for you to accept how people are. And accepting how people are doesn't mean you give them access to you, boo-boo. But I do feel like you want commitment. Something's happening for the long haul. You're making bold moves towards playing the long game and thinking big picture. And I just feel like big picture shit is happening. But I do feel like it's time to evaluate your relationship to conformity, your relationship to tradition, your relationship to marriage, to groups. Maybe that your relationship to this Taurus or the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that I feel like is really disappointing you, or someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that maybe really disappoints you in the beginning, but then like you learn this huge lesson from things. It's like a lot of hindsight is coming, and that makes sense. You know, we're getting ready to enter into your shadow season. Taurus season will be your shadow season. So the closer that we get to Taurus season, your shadow season, it makes sense that, you know, some of the gunk that's blocking the flow of the pipes is coming up, babe. And you don't need to, no one's like staring at you while you fix this. You're really being asked to reacquaint yourself with balance. Reacquaint yourself with love, with merging, dependency, codependency, addressing or connecting, healing issues with or unresolved issues with the father, with maybe a lover from the ex, an ex from the past. Healing maybe some of you had an inappropriate relationship with a teacher or professor or a lawyer or someone like high in power, or maybe a social worker or something of that nature. But I just feel like if you can't say it, you're needing to write it. I feel like you're needing to get bold and about expressing yourself, passionate about expressing yourself, passionate about not keeping wrong people safe or covering things up, passionate about who you are and what you're ready to do about it. And for some of you, whatever conflict comes up, the answer is education, information. The resolution is in educating and informing yourself. Because I'm telling you, there's inescapable light. The sun. Ooh! Inescapable light. The sun that is coming in and will be shining light on injustices, on things that you don't think are right or fair, or the ways that you've been wronged, the wrongs that haven't been righted. And some of you are thinking about not being a groupie and keeping it moving. Some of y'all are thinking about leaving. Some of y'all are thinking about sweeping some shit under the rug. But I tell you, your secrets and your unspoken words make you sick. You cannot just stay in defense mode and la your way out of anything. Especially if it has to do with someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. There is this moving forward, actively moving forward and transmuting the darkness, the uncomfortable conversations that need to be had, transmuting that into power, into movement forward, into progress towards healing, and having these really deep, profound soulmate connections with yourself and your inner child. So there is so much healing and wish fulfillment that's coming in. You are just going to have to reacquaint yourself with intimacy. Reacquaint yourself with how you deal with pain. I love you. I'll see you over on Patreon. Let's get into it. Patreon.com/justjeverything. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.